are back at LLandudno. With these two. Catch the sunrise coming over that ridge, and it's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Got boot print stuff. Today I've gone for boots and what looks like hiking gear. Why? Because I keep cutting my feet, and I think I've got sunburn on one of my legs. So yeah, that's why I have decided to opt for that. Here she goes. Alright, look one done with all the soft light. That hard light starting to come through. Just waiting, I want to get to see some magic. And these two are laughing like anything behind us. Alright, so we're at the bouldery end of the LLandudno beach. Just trying to find a cool little place to shoot because our sun's gonna come up over there any minute now. You can sort of see it breaking through over there. And it's a beautiful hard light coming and shining through these rocks. It's gonna look fucking amazing. Alright, so one of the things that you want to make sure that when you're shooting in the harsh sun is that, especially if you're shooting in rocks, look for those reflective little bits of light coming off of the sand. So as you'll see here, this is a really good example, it's coming. You're going to have the light bouncing up here, hitting the underside of this rock, gives this lovely golden light. And when you've got set up oil or water on the skin, it's gonna make it really pop. It's like having a giant softbox in a studio, but just reflecting out the highlights. It's great. So yeah, that's a little tip on the beach when shooting in hard light. Thank you!
Thank you!
We did a good job today.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Sorry, yep. So you just saw some clips from our sunrise shoot on day 7 with Raquel from 20. That was a really quick, really effective, and really just perfect shoot. Couldn't ask for more. This is kind of the thing about Capetown that I'm starting to realize, is that if you can just do everything in quick little 1 or 2 hour slots, you don't need to clear out half a day or 2/3 of a day. And one thing that I'm hearing a lot from models out here, purely from a testing perspective, is that there's a lot of production stuff and making them into characters, which is essentially what modeling and acting is. You are yourself, then becoming something else, a character, but then they often don't get new shots of themselves. So as a testing market, this is really good because you're in demand for that. So ahead of my next trip to Bali and maybe coming back here again later in the year, I'll know that ahead of time, and if I then want to do some character-based stuff, I can. So one thing I really just wanted to go over in that last one was actually our use of lighting. Well, let me just make this a bit, there you go. Just like our use of lighting. So there's this notion that, you know, golden hour is the hours to go for, and yes it is. At the same time, it's very harsh, and when you're on a beach which has some rocks, realize that it's just another surface, which means that you can use that as a reflector. When I'm looking around and I'm looking for light, yes, I'm looking for that hard, strong light, which is, you know, when it hits right, it works really well. If it hits wrong, doesn't pull it off very good. It gives horrible shadows if you get it wrong. So it's very much trial and error. One thing that I always look for, and I know that it's gonna look good, especially if someone's put a bit more moisture on their body through lotion or oil or something like that, is as soon as you have a broad reflection, so like a large rock, so say the sun's coming from here, there's a big rock here, and you place your model here, you know that the light's gonna come above, have a nice backlight, and then when it hits this surface here, it's gonna reflect in a nice broad way, and just the same way right now, how you can sort of see big catch lights in my eye, that's gonna happen to the person that you're shooting. Because that's just the nature of light. So keep that in mind for any shoots that you're doing in the future where you've got lots of light. If you're in markets like the UK where it's cloudy all the time, that is more difficult, but once you figure out what to look for, then you'll see it everywhere. So yeah, that was pretty much the secret to this morning's shoot. I'm gonna be taking some of those concepts further in the next shoot that we do, which is, I've lost count of what shoot number it is, so shoot number whatever it says right here. All right, finishing up our last shoot of the day with the good old Sophie Rose of 20, and she's getting her feet wet because it's gonna get cold. There she goes.
We did it!
We did it!
Fucking insane.
Unnecessary amounts of water. You know, when theory theory about my feet not being sandy? Yeah,
Lies.
socks are sandy.
Oh, lies. It's not even square. Damn.
Right.